Hello, this is Natasha von Imhof from Senate District L, and this is part 2 of my video newsletter. Today we're talking about the budget. So the governor dropped his fiscal year 2022 budget back in December. In it is $294 million in budget cuts. Some of them are real, some of them are phantom. He proposes a $350 million Geo Bond package for capital and deferred maintenance. He proposes paying a very sizable dividend, resulting in a $1.25 billion deficit for our budget. He doesn't have any other ideas about paying for that deficit other than undefined revenue as a line item in his budget. And the only other option at this point is to take a $6.3 billion draw on the Permanent Fund Earnings Reserve account, which is nearly 10% of the fund, in one fell swoop. This is a starting point. The legislature, both bodies, will take a look at this budget over time, and we will take it apart and rebuild it and shape the budget from there. So let's go take a look at the numbers and see how they shape up. This is what the budget looks like. This is unrestricted general funds. If you look at line B and C, which is the very top, this is our oil and other resource revenues at $1.2 billion. And then the percent of market value draw on the permanent fund is about $3.1 billion. Then you have all the expenses per the governor's proposal, agency operations, debt, retirement, etc. And then you can see on the blue line, which is line N, we have a $22 million deficit. And to me, this is nearly balanced and could actually be balanced with just a small increase in price or volume of oil or a few small reductions in spending. But when you look at the very bottom line, the yellow line, it's only after we distribute a significant dividend that we see a very, very large, nearly $2 billion deficit. As I said before, we don't have a fiscal crisis, we have a priority crisis. Next, the governor is proposing a $350 million Geo Bond package. I actually support this. I think this is actually a really good idea to get money out in our state in revenue-generating projects and getting Alaskans back to work, and that is a top priority of mine. But when we look at this, how will the state pay back the bond if every time we make money, we give it away as a dividend? Yes, we should be focusing on creating year-round jobs that provide competitive wages so Alaskans can lay down roots and build a family. But bond debt only works if we have a plan on how to pay it back, not if we're going to have an ongoing deficit. It will be difficult to do that. Without a repayment plan, there is a chance that the bonds won't even sell on the market or will sell at a price that we can't afford to pay. As you can see, the dividend still continues to drive the budget talks. And so that's what we will be discussing next week in segment 3. Thank you.